What's going on, man? It's SleezeTeam K3. You feel me? I'm here with MJTV and we finna get right up into it. Like an intro, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
hard.
You did that shit way better than me, bro.
No, because I was already, because I was cooking right there. I was like, damn, what should I say? Because that would be a hard intro.
Sleeze, come on. Don't take them home. Hey,
SOBxRBE.
Yeah.
I was in high school classes with him.
No way.
We all went to high school together, yeah. So like me and Tio had geometry together on some shit.
You ready, Sleeze?
Hell yeah.
Come on, man. We got NorCal's finest in here. We got Vallejo's finest in here. The legendary, historic Vallejo in terms of hip hop. When you look at the last, 10 years? Not even 10. We could go back almost 2 decades. There's a lot of hip hop coming up out of that area. And then you see him come to Arizona and continue the hard work, continue that to bring that NorCal swag and mix it up with that Southwest desert heat is a beautiful thing. Him and Do 7, as well as Peasy, as well as that whole circle, they've been consistent. They've been working. As you can see, people ask me like, why you keep posting the same artists? The same artists are the same consistent artists that keep dropping. They're the ones that keep working. They're the ones who really take this shit serious. So tell me a little bit of where does that motivation come from? Where does that hard work come from? Is that where your area is? Or tell me a little bit about that.
Man, the hard work really come from, just holding each other accountable for real. Like, really, you feel me, being from the Bay Area, me and Do 7, like, over there, it's a little different. It's one of the original, innovators of hip hop. And so over there, it's a lot more harsh. It's a lot more, with the judgment, with the music. Yeah. We always say that, like, the Bay Area is the type of place where if you drop a song and it's not that, they will make sure you never rap again on some shit. So really the hard work. Oh yeah. So like the hard work comes from, holding each other accountable. And at the same time, if you make a bad song, we'll tell each other, like, nah, that's not it. You
ain't finna lie, like, no, that's it, brother. That's the one.
Yeah, never. We'll just be like, bro, I don't think that's the one, brother. Let's just, you feel me, leave it in the vault. Let's get rid of that.
For sure. We gonna jump back into the music. Tell me about your early childhood. What is a young SleezeTeam K3 like?
Man. Really, so people be trying to, like, you feel me, trying to be like, oh, I've been off the porch since
9,
4, 5, 6, you feel me, like,
I was born off the porch.
You don't wake up just thugging, you feel me. At the time when I was young, I used to play football, I used to play sports, we used to try and keep busy, you feel me. My Dukes ain't really, it's just that product of the environment, she tries to keep you out of trouble on some shit. She always wanted me out of trouble. You feel me? And it was really just, I was a regular kid on some shit. Like, we used to be at the playground all day in the apartments. You feel me? Playing football, basketball, just really burning time for real. Wasn't nothing too crazy.
What part of like the Bay Area or Vallejo or NorCal, like, tell me, like, what was that like growing up? Did you see like hip hop? Now you've been back and forth between here and Arizona. Like, growing up as a child, what did you think about the hip hop scene in the Bay Area?
Man, it's always been like crazy. Like, it's always been, new flows, new combinations being put together, and it was always like, before it really had an influence in other states, you got to see it happen firsthand. Like, shit.
That's
you
crazy.
Feel me? And then everybody knew each other. Like, Vallejo's real tight knit on some shit. Like, everybody knows everybody. If something happens, everyone's gonna know. Like, but you feel me? It was always like crazy to see all that shit happen firsthand. What's it called? Clyde the Mac, Mike Sherm, G Boleen, Southside Sue. We got to see all of them before they really went up. I Am Sue.
Yeah.
And then you got the legends, you feel me, E40, you got me and E40 are from the same street.
That's dope.
So, like, everybody kind of knew each other. So it was always, you feel me. real tight knit.
So you could appreciate the history that was there, and you could appreciate the culture. So you just said you had classes with, with, I would say they're historic at this point for what they were able to achieve as a group. I mean, I can't name another group to you that has a feature, not a feature, but they're on the soundtrack of Black Panther with fucking K-Dot. Like K-Dot went and sourced them, said, "No, we need SOB for this."
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, like, you seen what their music did for the city? Like, what was that kind of like experiencing that?
Man, well, that was me in 07. I was like 14.
Yeah.
I remember we was going to school, so this was before they dropped Anti.
Yeah.
Like everybody already knew who they were. You know, we knew they rapped on some shit, but like eventually, you feel me? They dropped Different. When Different dropped, they started going up. Like everybody really knew who they were, and then after that it was Anti, and Anti, went, just global almost. So it's like I basically got to see them like go from just regular people, you feel me, and then they just kept going up and up and up, and then it's like, even when they got on, you feel me, it brought a lot of unity in Vallejo. Like it was always, it was always shit going on, but like at that time, that was the good times. That was, you feel me, the times that you do look back on like, damn, like you got to watch this shit manifest, like
the good old days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wow, that was a legendary time. So the reason why I asked that is because you have made a very strong campaign here in Arizona, you and Doe 7. And so when I asked you that, seeing SOB accomplish what they were able to accomplish, and then coming to Arizona and not necessarily having an artist that was able to achieve the same level of success, like what are some of the similarities and differences that you see between like the Bay Area and Arizona? Not all of them, but some of the key differences that you might have observed.
Ooh, me and brother, hey, shout out Doe 7, he couldn't make it.
Doe, yeah, he gonna be here soon, don't trip.
Man, me and Doe, me, Doe, Peasy, we done had long conversations some nights about the same shit, The difference is really, it's like two key factors. One of them is the segregation. It's very different. Not like it's very divided. You feel me? There's no sense of unity on some shit. Everybody, it either gets political or it's just like everyone wants to be everything.
Yeah.
So, you got some artists don't support other artists just cause, you feel me, like they won't really like fuck with them, like they'll follow you on some shit or something and like probably not engage or nothing.
As far as NorCal or Arizona?
Arizona. So Arizona's more segregated, and then the other thing is the music scene is a little complex in itself too, because there's there's no accountability. If it's bad, you gotta tell them like it's probably not for you. You feel me? Like you can give it a couple tries on some shit, let them, their artist development is a real thing. But if you're gonna, you can't just, there's some motherfuckers we know that should not be rapping. Need to just never. There's no, you feel me? There's no hope of development. You see what I'm
have to say that calmly, bro.
I was trying to, gotta have a sense of accountability. Feel me? You gotta let motherfuckers know, like I don't think this for you.
He said, MJ, you part of the problem. You keep posting. He said, you part of the problem. Oh shit. No, that's a real shit. So you would say in relation to NorCal or the Bay Area, it's much more supportive. Like the artists are more supportive, or what would you say?
I would say the biggest factor over there isn't there is no segregation, right? Everybody fuck with everybody, but it's the accountability aspect. You feel me? If they won't, because you gotta remember, like a lot of it's very controversial, but like a lot of Southern California, like LA rappers pay homage to the Bay, and a lot of them say that their flow originated off of like a base foundation of something from the Bay. So like we tend to hear music first before it really goes up, and that accountability aspect is just huge, because over there's a lot of motherfuckers who weren't supposed to be rapping who stopped rapping after that. You know, just this less bullshit going around.
Yeah. No, that is true. Just because, I mean, you could even take it as far back as like the pimping culture. Everything kind of derives, not everything, but a lot of things get their inspiration from NorCal. So that's key that you say that. As far as like you and Doe, what made you guys even think of Arizona? Like, what made you guys like Arizona is even a viable place to, you know?
Shit, honestly, brother Doe actually moved here before me.
Yeah.
But I remember I didn't even know he was out here. And I had actually just got out of a case, and I was under 22-hour surveillance. So for me, it was solely circumstantial.
I hear you.
Feel me? So I was just relocating because I wanted a fresh start too. You know, a lot of people, there's a difference between having to be in the hood and wanting to be in the hood. You see what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
When you really from the streets, if we being 100, the goal has always been to get out of them.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Get away from them on some shit. It ain't running though. That's what being a man is. You feel me? You gotta grow up. I know I'm gonna keep, you feel me, making bad decisions around, you feel me, a place, an environment that's, you feel me, as cracking as it is.
No, speak on it.
So
please.
like, you know, it was just that fresh start aspect. Like, you feel me, you get to start over on some shit. I was already making music, but it was just like, you feel me, over here it was basically to just slow down a little bit.
Yeah,
to put it simply.
I kind of want to touch on that, not to interrupt you, because that is such a, like, it's such an important concept for like our young people to understand, because you are who you say you are, and I don't think anyone has any doubt in that. But the fact that you can take a step back and say, look, the end goal is for peace. The end goal is to get up out this shit and take care of the family and live the way we supposed to live. Like, I think why we have such a hard time, I think why we lose the youth and young niggas is out here crashing at all-time highs, because shit like that isn't spoke on. It's always, nah, the streets is it. Like, you jump in this shit for life. Yeah, of course, you with your brothers for life. You know, took an oath or whatever it is, these are your brothers, but at the same time, you do want to, you know, have a chance to live, not look over your shoulder 24/7. So that's dope that you have like the wherewithal to say that, you know.
Yep.
But in terms of like rap, like who would you say you specifically got your influence from? Like, alright, I listened to these rappers growing up, or like, I took a bit of this. Not I took a bit of this, but these is what helped me bring you SleezeTeam country.
Shit. I want to say my uncle.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I knew I wanted to be a rapper when I was like 10. My uncle used to freestyle like a motherfucker though.
Yeah.
Like he could freestyle for 5 minutes straight, and he used to do it for me and the cousins.
Yeah.
So I was always kind of in tune with music in a different way. But then, you feel me, my uncle had passed away on some shit, and I was like still fucking around with rap. I always wrote music since I was 10. That's why now it's a lot more like, I say it's a lot more evolved than a lot of people really realize. Like, so when he passed away, I just always felt like, you know, he never really got that chance to really go up with this shit. Like, so I was like, you feel me? Basically, for that, I wanna go all in with it. but I just genuinely love making music too.
Yeah.
Like, cause you gotta think every artist has their own individuality. You feel me?
For sure.
Everyone catches a beat differently. Everybody's gonna interpret it differently. But I noticed too how many people don't have the ability to hear a beat, and I could hear a whole song. I could hear, like, you feel me, the whole song I'm finna make. Like, I know exactly how I want it, how it's gonna go, where I'm gonna come in, when I stop, what I put, what, where.
It's like it's
Feel
talking
me?
to you.
Exactly, like, but then I also tell people too, when I tell stories on my songs, a lot of people like to ask, like, where does that come from? Every beat can trigger different memories. For me, I can see it vividly. You know, you talk about what you've been through on some shit. Like, now, I make real music. A lot of people, you know, I've been telling brother, you feel me, I'm not trying to, you feel me, we can make drill music, but it ain't no deeper context to it. I feel like that's encouraging, you feel me, the younger generation to go crash. And we already, you feel me, being older, you know, still being kind of around this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
You talking, brother. You talking right now.
you feel me? We try to encourage a more positive, like, you know, go get you some money, like, go be productive, go do something else. Because being grown and being older now, you feel me, me and P, me and Doe, we done suffered too many losses. And it only ends two ways. We got homies who will never see the day of light again. And then you got the homies that you'll just never hear from, you'll never talk to again. And then it's just like, having started going through that at a young age, all the way up till now, you see it don't even amount to shit. You feel me? Like, motherfuckers, you know, I seen a post the other day.
Yeah.
Man, it was this younger guy, you feel me, caught a hat, and it was all fun and games, and he had his lawyer until they said he was guilty on 10 counts of first-degree murder.
Is that when he screamed out in the court? Was it that one?
No, he just looked at his lawyer and was just staring at him.
Oh, yeah. It looked like he wanted to, like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
You feel me? But that's real, though. Like,
Yeah.
sitting in them courtrooms, like, you feel me? I've had a detective, you know, sit and tell me, like, you just threw your life away. I hope you know that. You feel me? So I'm always happy to be here still. So it's like, you know, that really shape you feel me, as a young man, but at the same time it make you grow up fast. And then you end up knowing what you want. You either want to be around or you don't.
And that's why your music performs differently than others, though. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
there's substance there.
Yup.
Like, you just said a lot for a young artist, bro. For someone under 30, for someone like that's crazy, bro. And it's dope because ain't nobody telling you to be a bitch, but niggas telling you don't die for this shit. Like, go live for something. And that's kind of like the message I'm getting from you. It's like everybody want to be in the hood until you being in the hood is detrimental to your, not safety, but like every day that I'm here, it get like that. Like, I have an opportunity to go do shit and be shit. Like, you staying in the hood because you want to be there. I'm just leaving the hood so I can make something out of myself. And it can be here and do it up with the rest of y'all, but
Exactly.
like you said, I'm not just trying to make drill music, my nigga. I'm trying to tell a story. This music means something.
Exactly.
And that's
Yeah, music's an art form. Me and brother say that all the time. Me and Peasy.
Yeah.
Music is actually art. On some shit. Not everybody knows how to, you feel me, can just rap. Like me and Doe.
Yeah.
That album, Slap That, SleezeTeam, we didn't write this. We freestyled that whole album in 2 hours. Just off the top. Didn't hear any of those beats prior. No, none of that.
Do you guys punch in or do you guys write? Like, or is it
A
different?
little bit of both. A little bit of both, depending on the occasion. That day, we just had 2 hours for, you feel me, for the plug. Shout out Crisscross. Shout out, you feel me.
Shout out Chris.
Shout out Valley Club. You
Shout
feel
out
me?
Core. You know it.
But they got us in there on some shit. Quick little 2 hours, and then brother was like, "Fuck it, let's push an album."
Wait, hold on. We moving too fast. You just pushed the album in 2 hours, bro. Like, you see how we just try to skip through that? Like, no, that's just regular shit. We just in there 2 hours. Got
Yeah,
that
2
shit.
hours. Did a whole album.
So y'all chemistry's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Y'all chemistry is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people actually comment on that. A lot of, like, you feel me, supporters. I don't call them fans, you feel me. Those are supporters. Like, they're supporting your dreams and your listeners. You feel me. They probably know your catalog better than you on some shit. Like, without them, you feel me, we ain't no rappers. There is none to really, you feel me, keep going for. You know, a lot of times you guys are the ones that keep us going for real. Like PZ said, you know, sometimes we don't want to, but we do it because we have to. I mean, y'all keep us going.
It's only y'all that can say that for real. Like, y'all circle, because of the amount of work y'all put out. Like, a nigga can't dispute that. A nigga can't say Sleeze, a nigga can't say Doe, Peasy, a nigga can't say Spaz, and they can't say y'all ain't putting out the shit. Y'all ain't working consistently. The visuals are always filthy. You're not just gonna drop this week, give a nigga mediocre visuals, and then the next week give a nigga, like, no, everything's coming out filthy. So that's a good point when you say that. And then what was I gonna ask you? Yeah, if y'all, when we were just talking about chemistry, go check out The Last Airbender, because their ability to just go back and forth, like, we don't. Well, that leads me to my next question as far as collaboration. Do you see the spirit of collaboration? Like, do you think that we collaborate here more as Arizona artists or Bay Area? Like, do you think, like, from what you've seen as far as the culture, like, Arizona artists are working together, or?
Oh, shit. I've been here a couple years. We've been here a couple years now. I'll say now it's much better in Arizona. There's a lot more unity. I feel like it's a lot more support around by each other. You know, and there's like a couple, I say, like, key motherfuckers that keep shit like that. For example, shout out our dog, bro, Young Wilden. Yeah. Hey, but you'll see any post, he's under everybody's shit. Like, you feel me? He's one of the key, you feel me, components to something like that happening. And then there's, you know, MJTV, my dog. You feel me? It's people holding, you feel me, supporting and holding the community together. It's like that glue that keeps everything together on some shit. So now, exactly. So now, you know, with two people like that are kind of like neutral bodies, everyone's discovering each other on some shit. And a lot of people we didn't even know rapped, you know, now we're, you know, some of them we're making songs with now on some shit, or, you know, or got some shit in the vault. So it's like, you know, it's just all about keeping each other, you feel me, going, but also holding people accountable. And you
say what? Some of these niggas just don't need to be They caught me off guard with that one, bro. Yeah. He was too nonchalant with it too, like, what?
I'm just, you feel me? We gotta be honest. I don't, cause I take it as, you know, you got somebody out there looking bad, like, you lying to them and shit. Like, I don't like liars, I don't like lying. Dude, so, like,
you telling niggas straight up, this shit ass, brother.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you feel me?
He said, listen, you don't even know.
Yeah, there's, you feel me, a couple, like, there was one. I rarely do features, but when I do them, we having a lot of them to do. Yeah. But there was one, I ain't even said nothing back, bro. Like, I don't know. It was crazy. Like, I thought I was getting trolled.
Like, he disrespected you, like.
Yeah, but he like he paid though. So I'm like, damn, like, bro, you being like for real? Like, he was dead serious though.
It be like that.
He never got that.
He never got it. It come with this shit though, you know.
No.
No, but who would you say, like, right now, it's the same question I asked Peasy. If you had that record label bag right now, I'll say 2 artists. If you had 2 artists to pick, these are features right now, it's green, they cleared it, everything's smooth, we gonna put the bag behind it, promo it, give me 2 artists.
Like anybody, like I could pick my dogs, or like you're talking about like people like in the industry.
In the industry, like this, the record label gonna need to go to their label and do contracts and clear shit. Like this, the feature
right now.
Out of there.
Shit, right now, Central C.
Whoa, international.
And. No, going crazy right now, Boston Richie.
Okay.
Yeah, real Boston Richie, but it's levels to that shit. Like, I have a mind for this. Like, I can orchestrate an album and not be on it. On some shit, I hear a beat, I know exactly who should be on it. So, like, there's different levels to this shit. I always say, like, yeah, you got you feel me, that next level, like the lower, smaller labels, but that are still, you feel me, like cracking though, like Empire.
Yeah.
But then you
Shout out
also
Jazzy.
got like Atlantic and all like the
Sony's,
bigger
Capitals.
ones. Exactly. But like, there's levels to this music shit too, though.
Hold on, let me interrupt before I forget. Gazi, I'm gonna clip this. Gazi, Empire, man. We got some of the dopest Arizona artists. As you can see, we got Vallejo / NorCal artists right here, SleezeTeam K3. But just check us out. Check the whole circle. 18 Peasy, 07, SleezeTeam K3. Go to the page, like Arizona, Gazi. Come check us out, man. Yeah, my fault.
Oh, you all good.
But wait,
what
you
I'm
said
talking about.
I could orchestrate an album without even being on it. So that
Yeah.
means you got an ear for this shit. Have you ever produced or anything? Thought about producing?
Nah,
No.
I always knew I wanted to be a rapper.
Not even producing beats or anything like that. But just
like
like
an album?
Yeah, like produce, like, bro, get on that, but bro, y'all get on this beat. I know the way you and him beat. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, I would, like, once I start hitting like OG status.
Yeah.
You feel me? Once I'm like older.
yeah.
Alright, I'm cool. I'm finna, you feel me, I'm gonna help build other motherfuckers. I wanna start my own label.
For sure. For sure.
You feel me? Cause I'm realistic with this shit. Like, you know, I'm gonna sign, you know, some big artists, but at the same time, if it's mediocre, I'm not gonna entertain it, personally.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like, I feel like you know, a lot of people are losing the sight of what music is. You know, they let motherfuckers who just up there trolling, like, and rolling loud and shit like that. Like, that's not, you feel me? We need to be a little more serious as a community on some shit.
Hold this cloth serious. Nah, that's
Yeah.
part. Who's
Hey.
your, huh?
I want though, like you said, that international. I want to go to Japan and they know my shit. So I'm still developing myself because I you feel me, developing to a more mainstream sound
Nah,
on
that's,
some shit.
who's your top 5 right now?
Non-negotiables, Fees, 07 and Peasy, 1800 Peasy. Shout out my dogs.
Shout out to the guy.
But my other two, shit. I got my homie, his name's Snowman.
Snowman, shout out
He don't,
Snowman.
shout out Snow Deezy, you feel me? He don't really be dropping like that. He just kind of vent to the mic on some shit, but he could freestyle for 5 minutes straight. He could, you feel me? He really rap for real and his shit deep, but he don't, you feel me? He don't care for none of that shit.
You can just do it from the heart type shit.
Yeah, like, you feel me? We'll give him extra time. Shit, I'll buy him time sometimes. He'll, you feel me? Buy me time. Shit, one more. Shit. Oh, I mean, I don't do nothing similar to him, but Lil Durk. I watched him. You feel me? I feel like my age group, me and Peasy, 07, we watched him go up on some shit. Like, there's a lot of artists that's huge now that we knew of and seen way before they were like even at 10K followers on some shit.
Even after Dirk fell off and then built himself back off too.
That's
Like,
what I'm
y'all remember that? That shit was dope.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you feel me? Anything's possible when you see him go from, you know, just their state or just their city to fucking national to global. And when you start seeing, you know, 2 commas on songs, that shit's inspiring for real. It's motivating.
No, that's a fact. Honestly, after talking to you and Peasy, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Y'all better, I'll write y'all a list of everything y'all need from Guitar Center or Walmart, wherever. Y'all need to sit in front of the camera and talk. Y'all go get dope. Like, y'all yourselves, like, bro, y'all could do this shit. Like, this is just extra promotional marketing for yourselves. Like, y'all could be in the crib talking about things, premiering new music, stuff like that. Like, y'all actually got a personality, and y'all actually have shit to talk about. Like, most rappers, niggas give you one-word replies. Niggas' IQs ain't all the way there, you know? So just the fact that y'all able to give advice and still be who you are, that shit's dope. I would love to see y'all on some, like, podcast type shit. Like, that would be definitely a good look for you.
Man, you for surely finna do more media.
Yeah, for sure. And again, if you had 3 songs right now, right? somebody just got in tune with you. They just seen your YouTube and they heard one song. They're like, you need these 3 songs to convert them to not fan, but a supporter. Someone like, I fuck with bro. These 3 songs though.
Shit. Hoe Knocker. Hoe Knocker's dropping February 13th.
Do not let him around your hoes. You'll not.
Hoe Knocker for sure. For real music, I say Eternal Love. Feel me? Everybody been there. Everybody can relate to what I was talking about. Feel me?
Yes, sir.
And then shit. Thinking of Murder.
Thinking of Murder.
That was my first big song. It's a classic. There's a lot of them though. There's a lot of them.
The catalog is expansive.
Yeah.
The catalog
Stacked.
is expansive.
Something for everybody.
So, what's the goal for 2025? Shit, I mean, you and Doe, if y'all just continue to stay consistent and put shit out like this, as well as Peasy, you know, it's a God up there. You see what's going on. But is there any personal goals for you this year, 2025? Like, I'm trying to check this off before that December come around.
We shooting. Yeah, I got a big 2025. So we're definitely gonna do some label sit downs. I already got, you feel me, a couple appointments.
Yeah.
I wanna
rolling y'all lineup soon.
Man, I wanna do I wanna buy a feature, like we're talking like the $1,000-$2,000 features from, you feel me, a big artist.
Yeah.
Wanna work with a big artist.
That's dope.
I'm aiming to hit 10,000 followers this year. I stopped rapping for a year, but in that time, you feel me, I was experimenting with different sounds, networking. You feel me, I built relationships with people within the industry of which I want to work. You feel me, them just the homies now, like on some shit. So now I got everything I need. I network in Arizona. I have every resource I could possibly need now, whether it's a studio, a venue, or set, promoters. Like, you know, I just took the time to really, you feel me, go speak for myself and build, you know, that the image of what I actually am, you feel me, versus what they think I am on some shit. You feel me, this all business first. Bad business don't get you nowhere. Being stubborn don't get you nowhere. So you feel me, go out there, go put yourself out there, you feel me.
That's some real shit. Like, bad business don't get you nowhere. Running all, doing weird shit, doing all this yeeness, weird ass shit, it's gonna catch up to you.
Man.
But what advice would you give to young artists, and what advice would you give to young artists, and where do you see yourself in the next 5?
Shit, to the young artists, man, we done all made bad songs before. You ain't gonna make a fucking banger on the first 10, 20, 30 tries. You feel me? If there's something you really care about, keep going. You feel me? I wasn't perfect when I made my first song. You feel me? That shit was weak. And I got songs I can show you from 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It's still weak to me. So it's like, you feel me? I just started rapping, like, again, for real though, like taking this shit serious, putting money into it, like, you know, just got a good support system, you feel me, all the guys, shout out all my dogs, man, free fees, you feel me, we all hold each other accountable on some shit.
Y'all mention that a lot, man. I love that. That's a key factor. Y'all notice through both interviews, accountability is big. So for young artists, accountability, if you ain't gonna hold yourself accountable, you know, it starts with you, and then you surround yourself with people that's gonna, you know, keep that up. So that's fire with young, not even young, just y'all artists being able to say that is crazy, bro. That's fire. I respect that a lot.
Stay loyal to who was there first. You feel me? You gotta appreciate honesty. They don't tell you what you want to hear. You need friends that'll tell you what you need to hear.
Right.
On my mama.
Right. Now, just to go a little off subject real quick. Are you familiar with the whole Drake and Kendrick beef?
Hell yeah.
Give me Just give me a quick little opinion on that situation, and then what you think about that Super Bowl performance.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I expected a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it was necessarily rigged, because I'm not gonna lie. Everybody remembers Mad City. You feel me? With Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
That's a different, his mind works at a different type of level with this music shit.
Different
And it showed, you feel me, when he was way younger, so obviously, you feel me, he'd be in the shadows on some shit, but he's always like still finding a way to go up. Like, that's what I love about music. There's always something to improve, there's always something to do better, something to try, something to do, something to learn, you feel me?
For sure.
So like, in regards to that, I feel like Drake, you feel me, kind of, I don't know, I feel like he what's that word? He threw.
He plateaued. Like
he just rolled over. He ain't even fight back. Like,
you don't
bro,
think he gonna
fight
come
back.
from this, bro? You don't think it's over? It's OVOX, so he can't get back to Drake.
That's the thing.
He gonna be Drake, but not Drake.
You feel me? That's just music, though. You know, like what's it called?
He tainted your image.
Because look, like, rappers, you know, there's history of them dissing each other, and then after a while, that shit get old. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, but just Drake just make it worse for himself, because he started doing lawsuits instead of just rapping, or just don't acknowledge it. Like, you feel me? Just be like, you know, hey, you feel me? It is what it is, and keep it pushing. Because Drake acting like he wasn't one of like the main like sculptors of hip hop during that, you feel me, Young Money era.
And he smoked Meek Mill in that diss.
You feel me? Like, he's one of the main foundational figures for hip hop the way it is right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I feel like he has too much money to be acting like a weenie, to put it simply. Like, you feel me? He just has to drop nuts and keep pushing. Like, he's still one of the most streamed artists in the world. Like, why how could you be mad on some shit? Like,
so basically, nigga, just get back to writing.
Yeah, he just dropped music, bro.
Leave this
like,
gangster shit alone.
Right, like, that's what I'm. Yeah, Drake.
So yeah, man.
You can't, right? Oh my.
He basically was trying to say, just leave the gangster shit alone, Drake.
Yeah, Drake, come on, bro. You bullshit, bro. It's not for you, gang.
Oh shit, man. Oh man, but
Oh, that Super Bowl performance.
yeah. Some say it's the worst. Some say it's the most iconic. I don't know how I feel yet, but
It's very subjective in regards to the iconic part. Like, they're not saying it's iconic because it was great.
yeah,
They're saying it's iconic because of the message that was beneath it.
absolutely.
You feel me? And there's a lot of footage coming out now of other perspectives from In the Dome that they cut out of the camera frame that was also going on that they took out.
Yeah.
So, like, you feel me? I say it's iconic in the sense of what it embodied and the general message it was pushing, but it wasn't like.
Wasn't ground.
Yes, it wasn't. You know, it wasn't like the like, oh my fucking god, like I want to watch that again. Like, let me record this. Like, or if I recorded the Super Bowl.
I would,
You feel me? I wouldn't watch that part. Like, you know, like, so it was alright.
Do you think it was excessive? Like, do you think, like, okay, Kendrick, we get it. Like, okay, you could have played one song from Mad City. We grew up on that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, you could have played one. You could have played Pimp a Butterfly one. You really just wanted to smoke, bro.
Pretty much. You feel me? He was just like. That's just, you feel me? But that's what I'm saying. That's just being petty.
Yeah.
At that point, I already knew. Everybody was like, "Do you think he's gonna do it?" I said he was gonna do it. That's a 5-time Grammy. That's a 5 Grammy song. So, like, naturally, you feel me? He's gonna keep promoting it any which way he can. But then at the same time, you know, it was a petty move. I feel like as grown ass men, you shouldn't be acting like that. You feel me? Like me and Dose, that's acting like a female. Like.
Back and forth.
Like, you already won by miles, you feel me? Just going that extra mile, but it charges to the game, you feel me? Drake did need to be humble to a certain extent at the same time, but I feel like he's acting like a female too.
Oh,
Just go back to making regular music. I know his vault stat.
You got a great observation, bro. I
Come
can't
on.
say I don't agree with you, bro. Ain't much for me to say in that point. But man, before we close it out, let me food spots, my God. So I lived in like Concord. Is that considered Bay Area?
Yeah.
So I lived in Concord for like a year. I used to like do some like weed planting shit for people or whatever early on. It's like 6-7 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, the homie used to just take me everywhere, and like the food was hella slapping, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Some place in Berkeley, like Top Dog. I ain't never had a hot dog that I still remember. So like I wanna ask you, did you get into like are you a foodie? Not a foodie, but like are you into like what's the slapping spots? Yeah. Like where do you see a difference? Is like Arizona food banging to you, or is this shit bammer, or like NorCal is like, tell me about both.
About both. I can give you one from both.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, the food definitely different. I feel like in Arizona, you know, it really depends like what you want. I feel like some food is, you feel me, some food is better than others out here. But out here in Phoenix, Venezia's,
Venezia,
the
yeah.
pizzeria,
That's one of the top pieces.
they smack. Yeah, what?
We
That's
definitely
one of
gonna test
them. Wings good, pizza good, and it ain't even that expensive either.
Oh,
Feel me? Shout out
Fresh as
Venezia's. And then in Cali, it's this place called Hot Pings.
Hot what?
Hot Pings.
Hot pings?
Yeah, it's this little Chinese food spot, but it's in the hood though, off Sonoma Boulevard.
You might get shot
Man.
at, but it's worth it.
Yeah,
It's
oh
worth
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's
You feel
definitely
me?
worth it.
You should- In and out, there'd be a lot going on. You feel me in that little parking lot, but
Those are
it's
usually
cracking
the
though.
best spots.
It's cracking though. Like, and they're generous as fuck with the portion size. Like they'll
You
give
can't even close the shit.
Yeah,
Love it.
literally, like it's busting up. Hold on, but you feel me? It's like Trey won't even close on some shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta love it. And you feel me? The owners is like they've been the same owners there for hella long.
They ain't brought you to Tams or West Side Window yet?
Mm-mm.
You ain't been. You know about Tams and West Side Window, Pete. I know you gotta know about one of them. West Side Window is like this little.
That shit slap. Bro.
Yeah, okay, yeah, bro. No, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you gotta check out one of them too. It's like it's literally a window, bro. You can't sit down. You pull up to the window and order there. They get you right. And Tams off Broadway slapping too, but.
But nobody ever talk about Tina's though.
Say that? Tina's?
Motherfuckers don't talk about Tina's. They don't know about Ben Brothers though in the hood though.
Okay, yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Damn, bros, they got the chicken pieces, the chicken
Yeah.
slapping like that.
Shit, in my opinion,
Okay.
motherfuckers gonna say different.
Okay, bet.
Cause they hyping up the West Side Window and shit.
Nah, I'm gonna check
no
them
West Side
out.
Window.
Okay. But man, bro, again, I just want to say this was dope. I appreciate you for giving us a bit of your time to get a bit of your story. This definitely won't be the last time that you see Peasy, SleezeTeam K3. We waiting to get Spaz with Dose 7 for sure, and many other artists. But I wanted to tell y'all, my platform is y'all platform. If there's anything that I could do, I think I told y'all this like a little bit ago. But obviously, you know, life be life and niggas be going through shit and whatnot. But I ain't nobody, bro. Whatever y'all need from my platform, any which way that I can help, it's good. But I just want to say I appreciate y'all for coming through, and I wish nothing but the best for y'all. I know this year, 2025, y'all continue to do the things that y'all are doing. It's gonna be some beautiful things happening. It's gonna be some beautiful things happening for sure.
Hell yeah.
But before we get up out of here, man, please properly tell us how to reach you on Instagram, how to reach you on YouTube, how to reach your socials.
Hey, my name is same on everything, you feel me? SleezeTeam K3 with 2 E's. You feel me? SLEEZE Team K3.
Perfect.
You feel me? Go stream that. Ho Knocker dropping February 13th. I got a Love album, Love Language dropping in March. You feel me? Shout out Thizzler, shout out Ash, shout out my dogs, man.
Salute. Salute, man. I appreciate y'all. We up out of here, man.
Sleeze, come on. Don't say come on. on.